This presentation is an explanation of the PEP reporting system. Its primary focus is to define key terms and outline the specific reporting that PEP requires. Understanding these three terms is really the key to understanding and working with the PEP reporting system. License, facility, and course. A license is an agreement between TPRF and a person or organization authorizing them to present PEP. A facility is a location at which PEP is conducted. And a course is one set of PEP sessions for one PEP type. Most courses are 10 sessions, one for each topic, but this can vary. There are different course types. Currently, there's PEP 1, PEP 2, and PEP 3, and others may be coming. A course is one complete presentation of any type in a series of sessions. And here's how it all fits together. These three things, license, facility, and course, form a hierarchy. So under one license, you have one or more facilities, and under each facility, you have one or more courses. This is how the system organizes information. Keep this image in your mind as you learn about and use the system. It all begins with the license application. Applications are reviewed and usually approved by TPRF, and one approved license covers all the courses at all of that licensee's facilities. The application sets up one facility and one primary contact, so facility management and contact management are both optional. If you use more facilities, you can set up new facilities at any time, and licensees that offer many courses in many facilities may add additional contacts in order to share the administrative and reporting tasks. Most important, licensees report twice about each course, at the beginning of the course and at the end of the course. That's an overview of all the reporting interactions, and now we'll look more closely at each of these. The application automatically sets up one facility, and for many licenses, that's all that's needed. But you have the option to add facilities at any time, because some direct licenses involve many facilities, and for a volunteer license, new facilities might be additional locations of one organization, or might be a new organization that has agreed to host PEP courses. There's no approval cycle for new facilities. Another option available is setting up additional contacts. This may be helpful if the license covers many facilities and many courses. You can delegate reporting to others. Each contact gets a personal user ID and password, so you can control what facilities they can view and report on. Facility management and contact management are optional. You may or may not use them. But every licensee will be doing course reporting. So now we're going to introduce some new definitions that are key to understanding how to report on courses. First, we'll define two terms that give you background information, attendee and participant. Then we'll define two other terms that you provide for each course, new attendee and new participant. An attendee is just a person who shows up at a session. Very simple. We use the word participant for someone who attends at least 4 sessions of a course. New attendees are people who are attending a PEP session for the first time. By definition, that happens only once. And a new participant is a new attendee who attends at least 4 sessions of that PEP course. So a person can only be a new participant once. New attendees and new participants are part of the end course report, and we'll say a little more about that when we cover that. I mentioned that you make 2 reports for each course, a begin course and an end course. Each one takes just a few minutes. Make your begin course on or just before the first session of the course. If you have more than one facility, you start by selecting the facility from your facilities list. Then you provide the basic information about the course. There's an optional name field if you want to differentiate between several courses going on at the same time. For example, Tuesday morning course or women's course. There's also an optional comments field. Make your end course report as soon as possible after the course ends. You just select from your list of courses in progress, enter the end date and the attendance information. There are 2 parts to attendance reporting. First, the number of new attendees, and of those, how many attended at least 4 sessions, that is, how many new participants. Second, the number of sessions in the course, usually 10, and the total attendance for all sessions. It must be clear by now that in order to do the reporting, you'll need some kind of attendance records. TPRF provides a suggested method where one sign-up sheet is passed around at each session of a course. This is just a suggestion. Your method is up to you, but it has to give you at least these things: the total attendance at each session, the new attendees count at each session, and the ability to determine how many of the new attendees were also new participants. The reason for tracking new attendees and new participants is that TPRF wants to know how many individuals PEP has reached and how many of those stayed with it for at least 4 sessions. Repeat attendees are great too. Count them for total attendance, but not as new attendees or new participants. How do you use the system? Most of us have some experience with online systems, and if you do, you'll find this system easy to use. First, it works on any device: computers, tablets, and phones. Computers are recommended, but not required. First, you log in with a user ID and password. Then you fill out forms. It's all designed to explain itself step by step. You'll see well-organized displays. For example, when you view your courses, they're grouped in 3 sections: those that are due for the end report, those that are in progress, and those that were recently completed. There's context help available to explain any field that is not obvious, like city is obvious, but some of them can benefit from some explanation. Look for a little question mark next to the field name and click on it. An explanation will pop up. All in all, I think you'll quickly get comfortable with it. If you've mastered the information in this presentation, everything you see will make sense to you. TPRF is here to support you in your use of the reporting system and in every aspect of PEP. For general inquiries, email the help desk, pep@tprf.org. For inquiries about the system, use the special email address, prs@tprf.org. Or you can go to the System Community Forum and post your questions there, where everyone will benefit from the answers. TPRF appreciates your support of the Peace Education Program. Thank you for all that you do.